Monica was definitely one of my childhood idols and heroes, and I looked up to her very much so.
I always really loved Monica. I always wanted to just play like Monica. She was my favorite player, and growing up I wanted to be just like her. I wanted to hit like her, I wanted to play like her. I worked so hard to qualify for the Australian Open, and that's why the Monica Seles win meant a lot to me, because
having won all 4 majors in 1988, Steffi Graf ruled the world. But swiftly, there came a fierce rival in the form of Monica Seles.
You couldn't touch Steffi. And then here comes Monica. She's 4 years younger. She's hitting 2 hands off both sides, so you can't see where the ball is going. You are chasing everything.
At 9 years old, she won the Junior Yugoslavian Championship. When she crossed the Atlantic, tennis legend Chris Evert was overpowered.
She beat me when she was 15. I'd never seen anybody play like that in my life.
Opponents and fans thought she came on like a Rottweiler. She hit the ball harder and faster and louder than anyone before. At 17, she was ranked #1 in the world, the youngest woman ever to hold that title, and she was earning millions of dollars in endorsements.
Well, Monica Seles was a phenom and a sensation when she arrived. She had a lot of things that were unusual, loudest grunt in the history of women's tennis. She was just ferocious off both sides, took the ball early, hit the ball hard, with angle, and always from the moment she started on the tour, extremely brave and was never afraid of the big moment.
Monica Seles. Ladies and gentlemen, our 1991 Women's U.S. Open champion, Monica Seles.
The 5th Grand Slam championship in 18 months.
Unbelievable.
National Tennis Centre, Flinders Park, Melbourne. Ladies singles final. Monica Seles leading 3 games to love.
Ladies and gentlemen, find a seat quickly, please. Seats quickly, please. So I went into that final thinking, okay, I can play with her, I can hang and have an opportunity, but she was too good.
The 2 greatest competitors I've ever seen in any sport, Michael Jordan, Monica Seles.
Monica Seles emerging again as the champion, 2nd year running.
There's your 1992 French champion again, another Grand Slam win for this brilliant 18-year-old.
But you did win, and why did you win?
I had a lot of luck. I just stuck in there.
No. What did you do to win? There's luck all over the place, but you had to win it.
And Monica Seles accomplishing a rare feat, 3 French Open titles in succession.
That rivalry had just gotten going, and everybody was looking for the next, decade to see this rivalry with Steffi and Monica, and it didn't happen.
3 months later, her life would change forever.
This is The World Today, with Bobby Batista at the CNN Center in Atlanta and Frank Sesno in Washington.
The world's top-ranked woman tennis player is stabbed in the back at a match in Germany. Details next.
Günter Pasha, an obsessive fan of Steffi Graf, stabbed Seles with a knife during a changeover at the Citizen Cup in Hamburg.
The 19-year-old native of Yugoslavia, resident of Florida, has been the #1 ranked women's player for 2 years. Seles received death threats last year at Wimbledon, according to British papers. The Women's Tennis Association says threats continue. Her Bulgarian opponent looked on in shock.
It was a sickening and unprovoked attack, recalled by her opponent that day.
I heard a noise like something like that. I didn't, at the time, I didn't realize there was knife and blood. I just thought somebody hit her and she fell. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what had happened. Nobody knew what's going on.
She gets stabbed in her office. Can you imagine being in your office and someone just opening the door, coming up behind you, sticking a knife in your shoulder? That's exactly what happened.
Monica Seles was beating Steffi on a regular basis, and she was unbelievable. And if that guy hadn't stabbed her, the record books would really look different.
That's the reason why Steffi resumed her career at a high level and started winning slams again regularly, was because Monica was stabbed by one of her fans.
I mean, Monica Seles was on a roll. She was on a tear.
when Gunter Parch stabbed her in the back, and he unfortunately got exactly what he wanted, was for Steffi Graf to get back to the top of the game. And it's not Steffi's fault, obviously, but it really changed the course of women's tennis.
It's the biggest tragedy that's ever happened in women's tennis. She was well on her way to winning multiple more Grand Slam titles. No question that...
Great as the Graf-Seles rivalry was, amid what had happened to Monica, it was also tinged with a strong sense of sadness.